Life is but a dream, cause you can manifest whatever your mind can perceive. You got infinite sleeves, and through it all, it might seem hard for you to reach out to achieve. But believe
Uh, how are you all doing today? It is approximately 1:41 a.m. September 20th. Um, I decided to start doing videos to share with y'all some dreams that I've had this year. It's been three so far that like very profound to me. I don't know if they're I don't know if they would be called rapture dreams, but the simple fact that during the first two dreams I didn't see any harm being done. I felt threatened. Um, the last one there was more so of me kind of like it's actually four, but the last one was more so of me like kind of like fighting for the people in a sense, fighting the bad people. I don't know if their intent was to harm. But I just want to like speak about those with you all, and I would like for everyone to share their insight on it. You know, I think clarity hasn't. I haven't gotten clarity, and maybe me doing this and me watching it over me, kind of like I may answer a lot of things. But the first dream was me and my brothers, man. We was talking outside of a fence. We was standing outside of a fence, and it was me and two of us at the time talking, and then two more just like popped up on the scene. But it wasn't like it was uh, abnormal. It was like it was normal because no one didn't like. It was like what the fuck? It was like they just popped up and started talking and joining conversation, and we just went on with that. And I noticed some red stars falling from the sky, and oh look, y'all don't see that shit. It's like, nah, nigga, you tripping. So I kind of like walked away from the group, and my attention were on the skies and stars that were falling, and I saw the direction that they were falling to. But it was this little like man type thing, controlling the. I guess they were falling towards him, and I saw him, and he saw me, saw him, and he like just leaped from where he was, and it's like he was sucking on my neck, and like some white stuff came out of me. It was like a little white little ball of light kind of came out of me and kind of went into the sky. So I woke up, you know, like, man, what the hell is that about? Oh, and I'm go back. Prior to that one, I was in the county jail back at home in Charleston, and I was there for like maybe like 2 months. But I wasn't like eating. I don't eat meat, but I kind of like been backtracking. Like last week, I was eating like fish and shrimp, and I like paid for it. Being lazy, man. And, yeah, but um, I don't eat meat just did that for like this last past week, man. I actually paid for it. Like I said, it was a good feeling. Uh, Shout out to my mom. I love you. Uh, but I wasn't eating any of their food. I was just eating the bullshit that was on the store. All of none of it's good. You know what I'm saying? But um, at that time, I was eating a little shit off the store, and was meditating on some things, saying I need to speak to my brother. I didn't see him in a while. I know some things needed to be cleared up from the past, and like maybe I don't know how long I was there when it happened, but a guy came up to my room one morning after breakfast and was like, "Hey man, some dude downstairs in room 35 named Keen wants you." I'm like, "Hell." So mind you, like I said, I was calling out on that, and he actually moved in the room right under me because I was upstairs in room 35. So go down there and talk to him like, man, nigga, I asked for this shit. So moved in the room together, and talking better than shit. And I'm letting speaking as far as like where I was at the time. You know what I'm saying, spiritually. We touched bases on some things, man. He was like, man, my girl, grandmama, she be y'all talk the same way. And so one night, um, I was asleep. You know what I'm saying? Uh, from my experiences of being locked up, man, like a lot of guys, I tried that shit one time, and I think it was more so I was, uh, when I thought I was being, I thought I was being like seduced by the woman at the time, and I don't know why the fuck I did that shit. Man, my ass got locked the hell up for that shit. Went to the hole. But like masturbate, like a lot of guys masturbate off the female officers, and as crazy as it sound, like they're into that shit. Like the female officers are into that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like when I say masturbate, like you may be standing at the damn door, and the nigga might be damn in the bathroom looking at you whacking off, laying in his bed whacking off. But then you had female officers that will actually come in and just stand and just watch a nigga do that shit. So brother was locked up too, so we were both familiar with it. Like I said, I wasn't into that shit. I never understood it. Like my mind couldn't get it wrapped around like what you as that shit was going on. But at this time, I was asleep. I was on the top bunk because this nigga was bigger than me, so he was on the bottom bunk. Um, I was on the top bunk. I'm sleeping, but in my dream, I see him at the door talking to a female officer on the outside. She was a black younger lady in the dream, but in reality, she was a black older lady that was working that night. So I saw him talking to her, and he was damn jacking off while he was talking to her. But I guess I must have moved something in my while in my sleep, and he turned around, and when he turned around, it was like he was like fucking like baked, like the Ninja Turtle, like baked. Like if you all seen Ninja Turtles, like them motherfucker was baked, but he was baked like that, but he was just like dark, and his eyes were red and like funny shit. And he turned around, man. He came to the bed and he just started sucking on my neck. And I felt myself being aroused and I jumped up out the shit. But when I jumped up out it, he was at the door and he looked back at him and like, boy, what the hell wrong with you? I said, man, you a lady just been at that door? He was like, yeah. I said, he was talking to her. He was like, yeah. So I just sit there and I just laid back down. I didn't say nothing to him about it. But that shit was I guess at that time I was just able to see. guess his demon. I don't know. That shit was weird. But okay, so now I'm going back to the third dream. Um, I was like outside. It was night, kind of like in between like day and night, and it was a lot of buildings, and there was like carriages with bows like pulling the carriages over them. But it was like a lot of other mix up things going on at the time. Like it was like a mixture of times, like as far as like these times, maybe like the '60s or some shit. And um, yeah, it was mixed up. There's a lot of mixed up shit going on, and I looked up in the sky, and there was like 4, 5 moons in the sky at one time, and it was like all of the stars were like falling out of the sky. And I'm like, look, y'all don't see this shit. And once again, I was like the only one to see it. And that was that. Later on, come to find out, um, I found out about the 4 blood moons. And like when I saw the video that night, it was during the time that I wasn't having sex. And at that night, I was hit with temptation. But I prevailed. And I got on YouTube, and like the first channel, the video that I saw was 4 blood moons, and that just like had me like just the 4 moons, because that was the dream that I saw, and I was looking at it, and it was describing the events and all that stuff. I was like, wow, and that was like before the actual first blood moon this year in April, and I was like, damn, this that was what I dreamed about. So I kind of felt like I got a little clarity on that one. But recently, it was me and a lot of people. We was just walking. We was walking, and there was like a little like zigzag, like thunder, like lightning bolt going sideways from left to right through the sky. It had like a little ball on the tip of it, like a little light, and then it just kind of like popped, make like a loud noise. And when it did that shit, man, it was like the sky fucking just opened up, and it was like a lot of black shit falling from the sky, like a lot of black, looked like black from afar, just looked like a bunch of black birds maybe falling from the sky. So everyone started running. We started running, but it seemed as if like the way we was running, that's like we was running towards them. So it was kind of like a V shape. The way we was running, it was weird. But I was like, no, we can't go that way. We gotta go this way. So I turned around, and I was coming up this side, and my brother was behind me, and I just remember hearing him say, "Man, I ain't going that way. I'm about to go this way," because I think it seemed like he know what he's talking about. So as I'm running, I just remember a lot of people was running behind me, and then D Boy was behind me, and it's just so weird. I don't know why Ninja Turtles keep coming up, but he was Leonardo, and I was like, "Throw me one." I was telling him to throw me one of his swords, and he threw it to me. And as we were running, it was like horses, like big people on horses coming towards us, but they were coming like as it was getting closer. I was the first person because when we got close to her, I remember him coming down, swinging down on me, and I kind of like weaved that shit, and I came back up, and we was just chopping, fucking. I just remember that shit, and I woke up out of it, and I don't know. And me and my brother just saw like some fucking. I don't think they were fucking UFOs, man, because it it just didn't seem like it. But we saw like some lights and shit in the sky, man, and the lights were just flickering. It was like that shit ain't moving. It's just sitting there. And then the lights would get bright, then they get low. So I'm trying to look and see if it's like the little metal stand under it, holding it up under, but we don't see anything. And then it started moving like slow, coming towards us. And then it went to the left. It went to the left, like just started moving to the left, and then it sat there for a minute, and then it went up. It started rising up, and then the shit just kind of went this way. I'm like, what the fuck? And we saw like maybe two more after, kind of did like the same little weird shit. But it's a lot of shit going on, man. You just gotta get the only thing. My reason for like doing this, and the only thing I can say is like get your spirit right, and you shall be guided to safety, I guess.
Life is but a dream, cause you can manifest whatever your mind can perceive. You got infinite sleeves, and through it all, it might seem hard for you to reach out to achieve. But believing in you is the root of the tree. Without it, is nothing. Yeah.